Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bibliophila, where I discuss books that inspire us, enrich our minds and broaden our mental horizon. Let's begin today's episode with a review of yet another book. Today, I'll be talking about a book, Seasons of the Palm by Perumal Murugan. This book was first published in English in 2004, being Murugan's third novel. This book revolves around the themes of untouchability, caste, slavery and brutality, and explains the inhuman way in which young children from the lower sections of society are forced into indentured servitude until they reach an age when they are able to fend for themselves. They are forced to work for high caste landlords. They are forced to clean the human waste out of bedpans, clear the cow pens, and do the dirtiest work which nobody else would do. This does not get better as they grow up and become adults. Set in the late 1960s, Seasons of the Palm tells the story of a young untouchable boy called Shortie and his friends Tallfellow, Stonedeaf, Stumpleg and Belly, all of whom are abused by their owners. They work from dawn to dusk tirelessly and only get a bit of solace towards the evening when they are allowed to take the sheep to graze. There they meet with their friends and run, jump, shout, play, eat to their heart's content. Seasons of the Palm sometimes brings out the innocent child in these characters, but these children have to again return to their lives of drudgery and slavery. For example, Tallfellow keeps the old master clean. First, he takes away his pan and pours the piss into a distant pit dug for the purpose. The master is beside himself, waiting for him to come back. Tallfellow returns the pan to the floor near the bed and goes out and waits. When done, the master calls his name out aloud, a strong old voice that still sparks with authority. Tallfellow takes the pan of shit to a corner of the shed and goes out to bring a pail of water and a bar of soap kept for the old man's use. No one else uses that pail or the soap. The old man lies on his side waiting. Tallfellow pours water over his buttocks slowly. With great effort, the old man brings his hand to his arse and cleans himself. Tallfellow is afraid that someday, unable to help himself, the old master will ask him to clean his arse. He hopes it never comes to that. Such was the social inequality that young children, barely 10 years of age, are forced to do jobs that nobody would even dream of. They are used as tools in bondage to rich high caste landlords. They work tirelessly from dawn to dusk and are beaten up mercilessly, abused, tortured and embarrassed by their owners. Seasons of the Palm tells the story of the lives of Shortie and his friends through their own perspective. To them, a simple meal of rice is divine compared to the stale leftovers that they normally get to eat. Shortie's world is one where people take food, being cautious that they do not touch the untouchable nor his plate. Shortie's world is one where people give more consideration to animals rather than innocent kids from the lower sections of society. In Shortie's world, animals should be fed to full stomach, while innocent children from low castes can die of hunger. Even petty mistakes, such as if a cow goes missing accidentally, Shortie's owner would beat him up mercilessly, abuse him, torture him and his parents to his heart's content. The author brings in the characters of Selvan and his friends to explain the difference between his attitude, lifestyle and education as compared to the life of Shortie and his friends, despite being of the same age. Selvan has the privilege of going to school while Shortie doesn't, and yet Selvan can be seen complaining that how he doesn't like going to school. Selvan is even allowed to beat up Shortie, abuse him, embarrass him, torture him, call him names, and Shortie is not even allowed to say a word against them. Despite being of such a young age, Selvan has intense racist and prejudiced views just like his parents. This is how he and many other children in our country grow up to become future world citizens. Shortie's master would never scold his son Selvan for a mistake he and Shortie had committed together. Instead, he would be more than happy to hang Shortie upside down and lash him mercilessly. Discriminating, cruel, inhuman and degrading torture on over 165 million people in India have been justified on the basis of caste. With very little land of their own to cultivate, Dalit men, women and children are forced to work as agricultural laborers for very low wages. They are barely able to feed their families or send their children to school or get rid from the shackles of debts and bondages which have been passed down from generation to generation. They have been shunned from the rest of the society. High caste Hindus have forbidden them from drawing water from public wells or entering places of public worship or even wearing shoes in the presence of high caste people. They are forced to dig graves, get rid of dead human bodies, clear human waste, clean cow pens and graze the cattle and sheep. This proves that many high caste people in India consider the lives of Dalit men, women and children of remotest importance, and we say that we live in a digital, developing and self-dependent country. I sincerely hope that you have liked this analysis of the book Seasons of the Palm by Perumal Murugan. If you have, please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. I have provided the links of my previous videos in the description below so that you may watch them. I'll be back again with an analysis of yet another book. Till then, enjoy reading.